What is the most important thing that you have learned from Charlie? Thank you.
Most important thing I've learned from China?
China, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's the most important thing you've learned from China, Charlie?
It has some very unusual people in BYD.
I've learned
no other lesson is as important as that one.
I've learned they like Sprite better than Coke. Sprite outsells Coke in China by 2 to 1, but they're both growing dramatically. I think China is an amazing economy. I mean, there's no question in my mind that the growth on a per capita basis is going to be dramatic going forward. I mean, they're just starting to exercise their potential. When you think about it, in 1790, there were 4 million people in the United States, just under 4 million. There were 290 million in China in 1790. Just as smart, just as hardworking, resources of the land, the minerals, everything, climate, very, very similar. And for 170 years or so, relatively little progress was made in the standard of living for those people, like I say, who had all the native abilities that America had. But, in the recent decades, the potential of the Chinese is being unleashed, and it's huge. And, I think it's very, very interesting to watch. Charlie and I and a group of some of the directors are going over there at the end of September, and I was over there a couple of years ago. It's a sight to behold. But in terms of specific lessons, they haven't taught me how to eat Chinese food, I will say that.
I think I always knew that the Chinese people had an enormous potential for huge and rapid progress, because I could see that in all the Chinese Americans that I dealt with. And indeed, people came in here as Chinese coolies, in effect slaves, and they rose so rapidly that it was a marvel. So I always knew that China had a potential to be a huge credit to human civilization, but I think I underrated how fast it could happen. China is setting a new record for advancement of civilization at a very rapid rate. It's fun to watch.